Shalom, my name is Rudy Rochman and I'm here at the 2019 AIPAC Policy Conference. And although most people come to AIPAC to listen to the interesting conversations inside, I'm here also to try and speak to the protesters outside to see what they think. Now we know there are many different types of groups, let's see what they have to say.
Jews run child rape rings, that's why Donald Trump is president.
Those are murderers,
in the army that
we are not brothers.
I'm not part of
No,
Anti-Semitic.
because you've separated yourself from Klal Yisrael.
Okay, but you don't even know any of my opinions.
You're from there and you're wearing that. You're racist
I'm a
and you're
person
terrorist.
going to a conference that is willing to engage with you and you're not willing to engage. You don't even know any of my opinions. You just label me racist because you have nothing actually to say.
But you're at an AIPAC conference.
I'm at a conference where there are ideas that I agree with and disagree with in order to go and learn and to engage with people. Right? The same way I'm outside here engaging with you. 100%. And anyone that just tried to talk to me, you try and shoo them away.
Hey, Hans. This guy's very educated.
Okay,
He's
so
smarter than I am.
let's
Hey,
have-
Muhammad.
Let's have a conversation.
Do you mind having a conversation with my friend with this?
And the reality on the ground is that there's no future without Palestinians and there's no future without Israelis.
Yes.
So until we find a way to kind of, not necessarily impose a solution, but start a conversation as to what are the injustices that both experience that we can solve, and the aspirations that both sides need in order to move forward, there's no way that we move forward. So to use Palestinian suffering, which is real, right, and to use it as like, we want to attack Israel, delegitimize Israel, is wrong. Or to use like Israeli suffering by like individual Palestinians killing people and saying that defines all Palestinians and Palestinians aren't real, they're both equally wrong. Right? I think that both of these actions actually fuel the conflict, and that the only way we move forward is by the population coming together. And so I'm interested today in having conversation with people that are open-minded and trying to like engage with that like mindset of figuring out a way to move forward. What do you think?
So you just did something that I appreciate a lot, which a lot of people have spoken out here with have. You acknowledge that Palestinians suffer.
Absolutely, that's a fact.
Thank you, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And that's the biggest step that needs to be taken, in my opinion.
I agree.
Is the acknowledgement of suffering by the Palestinians and by Israelis too, by individual Palestinians. Because without that,
people that just won't do that. They
especially
That's what I'm talking about, that it's constantly one versus the other. This person just assumed everything I had to believe with actually even talking to me. And I think the people in power, whether it's Hamas, the PA, or even the Israeli government, don't actually have interest in changing the situation, right? They're either profiting from it, or the right-wing government gets elected because they run on security. For security, you have to have insecurity, you have to have a conflict that keeps going, or else the left-wing government's going to end. So the only way we make real change is by people like us that have stake on the ground, that want to change things, to start sharing ideas.
Are you a Columbia love?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has a reputation for intimidating Palestinians on
I've never
campus.
intimidated anyone.
So I would just
But give me an example of when I intimidated
your
someone.
approach to this. If you want to focus on being representatives of Palestine,
We actually brought a
rights,
Palestinian and Israeli
so
together on a panel
I
at
would just
Columbia to
focus on
speak
being
together.
present instead of engaging with people who focus on intimidating those and silencing those. That's all I'm here to say. Continue.
But you see, like,
But
you can't even have conversation.
I'm with you, but you have to understand it's a protest mainly for Palestine, so you're gonna have a lot of that.
I understand, which is why I have like the temperament to be able to come and to like try and break off that and then get people to see truly who I am. However, just because I'm Israeli, automatically I'm attached with all of these like horrible things. But and that's the same thing that I condemn that happens to Palestinians. And again, this is the exact thing that prevents us from moving forward.
I'm glad that you acknowledge there is Palestinian suffering, but to equate what's happening to the Palestinian people,
but it's
and
not a
the oppression of
competition.
Of course, it's not a competition. I realize that, but at the same time, you can't say, "Oh, you can't."
I'm not saying it's all the same. Okay.
My grandmother who was a soldier was, it's like a lot of that is
I'm
used to
definitely
kind of
saying it's not the
mitigate.
same. Okay,
I
Israel has
appreciate
more
that.
power, right? Meaning it has a greater responsibility to change the situation, right? Because it has an army, it has an economy, it has power, it has a greater responsibility. But in order to like solve for this player, the Jews and the Israelis, we have to also solve their injustice and fulfill their aspirations, and we have to do the same thing for the rest. And again, we can't like play like one suffering against the other to try and make us seem like worse or better. It's not about that. Because at the end of the day, again, there's no future, there's no reality where one population disappears. Palestinians aren't disappearing.
I agree with you on that.
And Israelis aren't disappearing.
I agree with you on that. The Palestinian suffering, however, is institutionalized. And unfortunately, the Israeli suffering is a reaction from that. And it's very often not the people who deserve it, but it is a reaction to the institutional
So then
suffering.
the narrative on the other side is that the situation that Palestinians do and they suffer is a consequence to the wars that happened before, right? Where if you go into a war, you wage a war, and there are consequences to those wars. People displaced on both sides, people killed on both sides. The consequences of those realities are what we're living in today. So So I'm less interested in like debating about who started this, because to be honest, it could even be said that it's the British. Divide us between two lands and make us see us one versus the other, rather than leave us alone and let us create a country ourselves. In order to understand what solution we create in the future, and it's not by imposing a solution, it's by building up to it, right? The same way, like if you're an artist, you first pick your canvas, and then you pick your paint, then you draw something, you mess up, you fix it, and at the end, then you pick your frame. To say like a solution is like picking a frame before even like coming together and choosing the colors and then building your artwork.
So we have to come together, and I agree with you on that. And I think we got to get going. I agree. But
Appreciate the conversation.
And like you said, we may be unfairly or judging you because we see what AIPAC has done and what AIPAC supports. But at the same time, we hope that you guys don't judge us negatively, because all we want is exactly what you guys want. Initially, when you came out, and I heard your idea, I thought you were going to come out like, and I was like, I don't have the energy.
I don't want to go.
I don't have the energy to do it one more time.
I'm not interested in antagonizing.
I respect it.
And I respect you for coming out, honestly. Thank you.
We just got done with the protests at AIPAC, and I was really inspired by this is the first year out of many years that I've been here, where I saw a lot of young Jews and allies to Zionism and to Israel being able to come out here and hold their own and actually have genuine conversation, not shouting matches, but being able to speak to others here and have dialogue on how we find a way to move forward. I'm Rudy Rochman, and you're watching JTV.